Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. In the last episode, we came down here to the depths of Dark Torvus Temple, where we gathered, well, we got both the... Well, from the dark side, we got the grapple beam, and from the light side, we got the gravity boost, both of which are useful, and that's us now basically done in Dark, in... not even just Dark... this area, Torvus Temple, but also in the kind of like temple depths anyway. We're basically done here. So we actually need to head back to the crypt, take the portal there, and then head back up to, because we can grapple around the side here. So yeah, let's head back to the crypt, take the portal there, and then head to the abandoned work site and back in Upper Torvus Bog. So we've got two kind of main objectives for this episode, which are basically going to be to gather a load of stuff around Torvus that we can get now with the grapple beam and the gravity boost, and then to get the final Dark Temple key to allow us access to Torvus Temple in the Dark World. As you can see there, the grapple beam allowed us to get a missile expansion. Now let's head over to the Path of Roots. Now here, we can once again, well, we need to get through this area first, which is obviously much easier with the gravity boost. Haha. And now once from the other side, we can use the grapple beam to jump to the central area and grab ourselves a missile expansion. Now, there is another area just through here, brings us back to the central Torvus Lagoon, which now comes complete with Grenchlers. Round to the right here, we can use our gravity boost over this bit of Venom Weed to just hop up and grab another missile expansion, which is very nice. Now we need to head over to Torvus Grove. Now here you can quite clearly and immediately see, well, there's bastards appearing. I think they're dark pirates, some nonsense, possibly the ones that are hard to target. Yes, they are. Fuck that. I'm just going to ignore them completely, and as you saw, use the half pipe, and then just work your way kind of around the edge of this room. It's really not worth fighting dark pirate commandos at this stage. I don't know why that was such a challenge. Unfortunately, when we get up here, you'll find the door is locked, because there are still dark pirate commandos to have killed down there. But if we wait long enough, they should eventually fuck off. There we go. That frees this area up, and this brings us to a new area, which is the Grove Access. And a new scan down to the left here. These weird things, which are one of my favourite names in the game, so I can't see them particularly clearly. But they're like a little frog with a plant on its back. And they have the wonderful name of the Crocus. A crocus is a type of plant, but it's also a play on the fact that they're froggy-looking things. Heavily armoured, attack when it exposes its gills to damage it. But they're not really worth fighting. They're one of those kind of like, they're a surface crawler. The game identifies them as, which basically means non-harmful. Unless you, like, kick them or stand on them, or you happen to be near them. They're generally, okay, not non-harmful, but non-aggressive, I suppose would be the way to put it. Anyway, through here, we are at the Forgotten Bridge. Does this spinner do anything? Yeah, let's open that gate. Which also opens a gate in Dark Ether. Ooh, look at that. Now, let's ignore that for now, and smash through here. And are we? Yes, we're in Plaza Access. This is quite nice. This goes to someone we can't technically get to yet, but along the way, we can hop down here and use a bomb slot to kind of rotate that weird bolt thing. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Now, using this, we can't proceed immediately, but we can head... Oh, come on. Hup. This is a bit pernickety sometimes, just when you can actually do a jump. It's difficult. Anyway, as in the game is difficult. Not in terms of hard, it's in terms of just, it likes to be awkward. Second bomb slot obviously spins around the second plug thing. I don't know how to best describe them, really. And then from there, we can head up and through here. Which gets us to a kind of very strange U-bend. But as you can see, our goal in said strange U-bend is over here. A missile expansion. Let's head back to where I just used that spinner. And that brings us back out to the Forgotten Bridge that we've been to before. Last time we were here, we had a portal somewhere over there. The portal is still there and completely functional. Let's hop into it and through to the Dark Forgotten Bridge. Now, what we couldn't do last time we were here is, oh no, jump into the pond, apparently. Oh, don't do that. Never do that. There is a door here that we can open. Not that yellow one over there. We still definitely cannot open yellow doors even remotely. Soon, we get that thing. Not in Torvus. That's one of the main things from one of the next areas. But anyway, you head over to the left here and up here. So this gate is now opened because we just opened it with the spinner in Ether, and it works in here too. But that's not actually what we want to do. What we want to do is there is a green door over there. And green doors are super missiles. That's nice. Super missiles can also energize safe zones all the way through. Don't think I realized that. Anyway, this now brings us to a new bit of technology. So this is a Lift Vine Crystal. Energized by light-based weapons, Darkling plant form will grow in height when crystal is energized by light-based weaponry. So let's stand on it and hit it with the light beam. Whee! Up we go. Wonderful. And it creates a safe zone on top of it when it's finished, which is quite nice. I can just proceed through here. And I think there's another one on the other side. I think this is the Dark Abandoned Worksite, is this? Oh no, they call it the Brooding Ground, but it's the same thing. Now here we are in the Venomous Pond. As you can see over to the right there is our final Dark Temple key. Oh, that was a cool missile shot from flying through the air. Ah, king me. Right, save here. Now, back in this room, the Venomous Pond, what we actually want to do is, there's a hunting thing there who I want to ignore, use the Lift Vine Crystal, and head over to the door here. Now here, go through this little tube, and emerge from it carefully, and you will be on a platform in a wonderful position to grapple straight over and grab our third and final Dark Torvus Temple key. There we go. And then we've got all three of them, so now we just need to get back to Dark Torvus Temple itself, which we've not actually been to yet. If I bring the map up, that's not the map. If I bring the map up, you will see... Oh, bugger. Oh my god, I'm not having a good time with buttons. So yeah, Dark Torvus Temple is... Oh god. Ugh, hideous Torvus map. We've not actually been there yet. Oh, it's taken me down to underground. So the closest we've been is the Polluted Mire, because we haven't actually been to... That's the Sacrificial Chamber. So we need to do a little bit of exploring in Dark Ether to actually get to... Ah, bloody hell, Hunter. To actually get to the temple itself. Fortunately, it's not actually that far. What we want to do is hop down here and over there. There is a dark door here. Let's go through it. And this is an area, again, you might recognize. We've seen it from the other side, but here it is from this side. This is the portal chamber, complete with portal in the middle, as you can see. But there's a difference this time, because this time we can actually access the bloody thing. Which means because we can hop up here, and then if we jump down from here, we can actually access the portal in the portal chamber. So let's head through to Ether. Then, the only thing that's here is a missile expansion. Literally, that's the only reason we need to pop through to Ether here. There is actually nothing to do in this room other than get that missile expansion. 125 missiles, bloody good. So let's head straight back to Dark Ether. Now, back here, we can just proceed through here as normal. So now we are in the Poisoned Bog. I'm pretty sure there's a fucking Hunter, whatever the fuck it's called, Huntering, around. So I'm just going to energize all these fields and hopefully it'll kill itself. Hunter Metroid... I think it is dead. Wonderful. Yeah, Huntering have a really strong tendency to kill themselves. Because they float around so much, they can very easily fly into a energized safe zone. Crack open that, and we have got a beam ammo expansion, which is wonderful. Because boy, do you need it for what we've got upcoming, the boss of Torvus. Is really handy to have that 150 ammo for. I should basically... right. What I'm going to do is bring up the map and head back to the Venomous Pond where we just saved. But on the way over, I'll try and gather as much beam ammo as possible. So from here, we want to head through the only direction we actually haven't already gone in this area, which is through the light door. And fortunately, this actually connects us straight to where we need to go, without the need for much mucking about. Once we're through here, we are now below, as you can see from the map in the top right, Dark Torvus Temple. So, if you want to go through to the temple itself, those are the keys. I don't want to do that yet, I actually want to do some other stuff first. So, over here is something interesting, which is new and bloody useful here. It looks like it's going to be a really cool upgrade. Ammo supply replenished, so it's not an upgrade, but it is bloody useful. So that replenishes your missiles, your light ammo, and your dark ammo. Considering we've just got an upgrade for the beam ammo, very handy to have. And trust me, you're going to need them. Finally, up ahead here there's one final door, and this is also 100% super duper worth grabbing before you go in, because behind this green door is an energy tank, and energy tanks are so handy before going into a very long boss. And I mean very long. This is probably going to be at least a half-an-hour episode, I suspect, unless things go very smoothly. Make sure you know your batteries are charged and everything. It's a decent boss and it's fun, but it's long. With that, we're ready to roll. Let's open the way to Dark Torvus Temple. Well, there's your boss. Be prepared to do a lot of scanning. There are 5 scans. No, 4 scans to get during this boss fight, but be ready for them. This is not one of them, but this is interesting nonetheless. Target is a cocoon. A field of dark energy is disrupting deep scanning stability, unable to scan bioform within cocoon. Energy may be mutating the bioforms. There are signs of extreme growth present in the cocoon's structure. Then surrounding it, we have organic structure designed to support cocoon. Destruction of supports will release cocoon. Have a feeling we're going to regret this, but you know, here we go. Did I miss 2 of them? That's really embarrassing, good lord. Let's go. So, this freak is the Chykka Lava. Keep a good eye on your motion tracker throughout this boss fight. Let's scan him in his first phase. This is the Chykka Lava. Infant Insectoid Guardian. Vulnerable area detected. Target has a soft underbelly. Adjusting lock-on to take advantage of this. Worth scanning it for that reason alone. There's also these things, which are coming straight towards us. Dark Shredders. Darkling possessed flying platform. Durable platform gains strength from ink possession. Immune to dark water. They aren't really a threat during this boss fight, they're basically a way of regenerating ammo. My advice for now, so, stick to the Dark Beam, and yes, keep an eye on your motion tracker to know where the Chykka is going to surface. When it does that, oh, you want to be ready to jump it. The Dark Beam is actually the most effective thing against it here. It's weird, it feels like it should be the Light Beam, but it's not. There's your point to get a few hits on it. Charge Dark Beam blasts are a really good thing there, but it's not exactly easy. During this point where it's kind of tracking around here, you can actually hit it as well sometimes, but there you go. It's not easy to do. In the whole way, this is why I say this is just... It's not a difficult boss battle, it's just a long one. It's just gonna take you fucking forever. I enjoy it, don't get me wrong. I enjoy, well, many parts of it. Can I hit it with... Does Dark Beam do anything... Light Beam even do any more damage? Ah, here we go. It's planning something. I think that was a thing that snuck up on me. There we go. Oop! Ah. One thing about this boss battle as well is I'm pretty sure it's actually been changed since the original Metroid Prime. Because in the original Metroid Prime, that well, Metroid Prime 2, as in not the trilogy version, hitting it on the belly there with a charged dark shot would successfully freeze it. And you'd be able to get some missile shots on it. And a lot of the guides tell you can do that. And you can't in the trilogy version, you've never been able to. It was just on the original version that you could. Remember the trick about killing the opposite of the ammo you want. It's a good way to make sure you get dark ammo if you need it, or light ammo if you need it. I'm going to switch over to the light beam for a little bit just to build up some dark ammo, I think. And whoop! Both are kind of equally effective on the lava. I actually find the dark beam more effective because it kind of homes in slightly on the underbelly. So I'm going to charge one of them. Oh, the shredders are incoming. Let's take some of them out. At least get a bit of dark ammo. Hopefully. Doesn't sound like I did get any though. Right, it's going to surface here. Oh, here we go. Right, now here's a real chance. At this point when it surfaces here, leather on it with the light beam as much as you can. And you'll get a chance to get a lot of hits on it. You can stun it, it's great. Charge light beam, all wonderful. That's your best chance there. You see it does a creepy thing where it like grabs you with its tongue. That's the key trick that you want to be light beaming it at that point. Gotta wait for these shredders to get a little bit closer because I don't want them to accidentally drop that ammo into the water. Ooh, that was painful. And I didn't get any ammo, that's bullshit. Yeah, there's a temptation to use super missiles. Oh, ow. There's a temptation to use super missiles here because you've just recently got them. And that temptation is wrong. Ignore it. Right, it's going to come up. There we go. Yeah, I feel like their dark beam actually does more damage. I'm just actually... Well, my plan was to switch to the light beam to regenerate some ammo for it, but he actually hasn't spawned shredders that recently. That's really the main point of shredders, is to make sure you've got enough ammo. Oh, I got a cheeky little side hit on him there. That was decent. Right, let's wait for him to surface here. Oh, up he comes. Oh, he's doing the tongue thing. Brilliant. Let's hit him in the mouth a few times. There we go. That is really your chance, and it's one of those boss fights that is really slowed down by kind of... You've got your chance to hit, and a lot of the time it's just basically waiting for that chance to happen properly. And until that point, you can't really do much, which is a bit infuriating. Ah, there's some light ammo, a little bit, not enough, but oh my goodness! He's throwing up some more shredders, that's good. Oh, here we go, he's getting ready. Right, let's light beam at this point, and get him in the mouth. Let's hope we can stun him. Yep, there we go. Right, that should be the lava down. Oh, it's going to be real close. Oh, not quite. That's irritating. Once again, you've got a safe zone here this whole time, so you're not exactly going to be losing health that rapidly. Oh, let's just see. Like one good solid dark blast should do him in. There we go. Right, he's going to surface over here. Oh, he's doing the tongue thing again. Well, I can just do a dark blast on him there. There we go. Welcome now to the Chykka Adult. Yes, you didn't think it would be seriously that easy, did you? He's a bit of a flying bastard, so it's not easy to scan, but this is, yes, Chykka. Flying Insectoid Guardian. This light creature can be stunned, especially by dark energy. While stunned, look for weak spots to target. I'm not entirely sure what it means about especially dark energy there. I certainly find nothing is... I don't find dark energy to be particularly effective here. Actually, what you want to do is just leather on it, I find, honestly speaking. With the... Power beam is as good as anything, because really it's not worth wasting beam ammo on it. Unless you've seriously got beam ammo to burst, but to burn even. Now it's stunned. What you need to do is get behind it now, and you'll notice it's got 4 wings that are its weak spots. Target all 4 of them simultaneously with a Seeker missile, and bam. And you'll do a good amount of damage to it. Well, not a good amount of damage, but a not bad amount of damage. And now we repeat. It's of course going to mix it up a little bit, as these things always do. A nice thing about using the power beam on it here, well, that's right. It recommends using the dark beam, I guess. So let's try that and see what happens. Well, probably I'm just missing there. Let's try dark blast because that's slightly faster. Yeah, I think that's the issue. It's just too fast to be hit by the dark beam particularly well. Never mind that then. That's the nice thing about the power beam, and also when you've got limited ammo, you really don't want to be messing around with something that's going to miss, do you? Ow! As you can see, I'm taking quite a lot of damage from just its hits and also falling into the dark water, but you kind of always end up, on average, if you're on one of these platforms, on average you end up in safe zones more often than not, so you do heal a decent amount. We need to get behind it again. As you can see, you need to use the grapple beam here to get behind it. Bring up the Seeker Missile, charge with 4 secret shots, and bam! That was very effective. Wonderful. This is, technically speaking, its last form. It's not its last form, officially. It does have another form, but that form retains the same health bar. So when this health bar gets down to the bottom, you will have defeated it, don't worry. But you see what I mean. If it's a long boss fight. And it's a good one, and I do really like it. And I like how different the two phases feel. That it's like the first phase feels quite... not necessarily slow. Well, I mean, it is kind of slow, but it kind of feels a bit more kind of like creepy and something sinister's lurking under the water and stuff. And the music's quite slow, whereas here you're against the kind of gigantic dragonfly thing. And that's it's done. And it's the same music, but it's faster paced, and I think that's a really nice touch. The music in this game is very well deployed. Right, let's Seeker it. Oh, there's only one left. I guess that must have been missed last time by the Seeker Missile. That's irritating. And down it goes. Wonderful. That hurts quite a lot. And of course it's back up again, but this time... Darklings! Yay! So scan it for a third time. This is the Dark Chykka. Darkling can charge Flying Energy Guardian. Did it say Flying Energy Guardian? I think it's just a Flying Guardian. Target is charged with Dark Energy. Most of its body is immune to damage. A safe... Let's just try that whole thing again. Most of its body is immune to damage, save for the lower X-Sac. Avoid attacks by target's offspring swarms. Be aware of them. What you want to do here is light ammo. Light beam even. You need to just hurt it as much as possible, and charge light shots are your favourite here. You are noticing there it is spitting out Chyklings! Scan them as well. I wasn't kidding about how many scans there are from here. Darkling charge Chykka's offspring. Offspring swarm does not have parents' defenses. Evade if possible, engage if necessary. What I would recommend for them is switch to the Dark Beam, not because it's particularly effective, but basically the point of the Chykka, again, is to give you a way of regenerating beam ammo. Leather them as much as possible, and you'll get a good amount of light ammo, and then pump all of that light ammo, ideally in the form of charge shots, straight into the egg sac of the adult Chykka. Dark Chykka is actually the chance where you are able to do most damage to it. Now you'll notice this is an interesting one. We've not seen this before. It de-darkens. It goes back to being light Chykka adult. So far, everything we've seen that's become Darkling symbiote bonded seems to be a permanent bonding, but this doesn't appear to be. And maybe it is genuinely symbiotic in that sense that it can go to and fro. We've got it stunned again, which is nice. It looks like it'll probably be 2 grapples to get around behind it. Yeah, I need to get to that platform. It always ends up with its back facing a platform. It's never the one you're on. Let's get all 4 of these on. You can actually just shoot at these weak spots with the Secret Missile. Is probably the most effective way to hit all 4 of them quickly. There it goes again. Now, what's going to happen here? It's staying in this form for now. Cool. It can change to and from Dark Chykka pretty much at will, which is interesting. As I say, no other enemies have done that so far, which does make it quite cool. It's a long boss fight. Boss fight, good one. I wasn't kidding about that. But it is a very dynamic one. There's a lot going on, and it's fun to play, genuinely. Like, the only issue is if you've got low health or low beam ammo, it's a grueling experience and very difficult. But if, like me, you've got enough beam ammo and enough energy tanks, it's genuinely a really fun boss fight, which just, it keeps you on your toes because there is a lot going on. Like, it's not really challenging us in the terms of we never even left our first energy tank so far. But hey, it's cool anyway. Right, this should be it now. Yes, getting Darklinged again. So, you charge up a light shot, and once it starts moving, that's when you know it's vulnerable. We should be able to finish it off now if we're lucky. Come on, fire a few more into it, and wallop! Nope, that didn't work. Yes, it did. I must say, if there's one thing Metroid Prime 2 does really well, it's its bosses. The ones we've had so far, Amorbis and Chykka, are both great fun, and the remaining ones of the game are actually really good as well. Here's our reward for it. So this is the Dark Visor, and this is very handy. It lets you see into the spooky realm, basically. The place that Dark Shredders and Dark Pirate Commandos go. It's the equivalent in a lot of ways of... It's a kind of combination of... It's more like the Echo Visor, the X-Ray Visor from Metroid Prime 1, in that you see in the dark. And you will notice occasionally things appear as red. Those things are not in the normal space-time. They're still totally there, like you can just jump on them. But if you want to see them, you need to bring the Dark Visor up. So it's kind of a combination of the X-Ray and Thermal Visors from Metroid Prime 1, but it's more like the X-Ray Visor directly in what it does. But it's handy for, yeah, tracking objects which are in flux between Ether and Dark Ether, and enemies which are phasing in and out of local time space and such. Anyway, let's hop through the energy controller access. And now, there's your energy. Let's steal our second batch of planetary energy from Dark Ether. Energy transfer complete. Return the energy to its temple on Ether. And on that note, I think we'll end the episode there, because it will probably have been, as I said, quite a long one, because Chykka is a big boss fight, but it's such a good one, actually. It is genuinely really enjoyable. And I must say, I am really enjoying this game so far. It's been a lot of fun to Let's Play. More fun than I actually expected it was going to be. I think I may actually prefer this to Metroid Prime 1. I don't know, it's a bit more different. Like, Metroid Prime 1 was a bit generic in the sense of it was like, oh, Fire World, Ice World, stuff like that, whereas this is like, the way it throws in stuff with like Dark Ether is a lot more interesting, I think. Oh, is that the dead Chykka? Cool. Can I scan it? Oh, I can. That's well neat. The target Chykka has been terminated. Life signs are at flatline. No regenerative ability in effect. No evidence of symbiotic corpse possession. Resurrection does not appear to be likely. Always nice to hear it, you know, from the horse's mouth, though. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and next episode we will be returning the energy we've taken to the temple on Light Ether. Well, to Umos specifically. To the temple first and then going back and seeing Umos. Thank you very much, and good day.